Welcome back, Gaming Loungers. Zacharoni here of Live and Let Gaming, and today we're going to continue with Horizon Forbidden West. And right now, we're going to now enter this cauldron right here. So the time is ticking, and we're moving. Unless it's actually a short experience.
There. That console.
Oh.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home.
Oh. Huh. Well, you know, it would just die.
Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Ether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
So what do you know? Looked like I just need to do that after all.
All the positions are changed, and this one just arrived.
Deca. Where's the ladder? Oh, it's right over here. Sorry. Anyway, up we go. Sure, just be one moment. Wait, where is she? Ah, outside, okay.
Please, Aloy, come here.
Sure thing.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared.
Huh?
Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hikaru.
More testimony of the old ones.
Better be good news.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. Leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
We wish for that too. Heh. Salute. Yeah, it all makes sense for them now.
Reporting for duty, Commander.
Huh?
I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission.
Huh.
Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that?
Well.
So, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
And
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
Yeah, trust me, you won't be disappointed. Well, you know, maybe I could have done that from the beginning, really.
Seems like
Well, from the end of my last
something to
video.
the other holograms too. Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, I think they're actually more clear now, so let's just take a look at them.
With everything that's happened, I feel like I need to know.
Oh,
I'm going to petition to join the Chief's Guard.
let's
Aloy.
so
A word, if you will.
one moment. I'll accept that side mission later. It is a side mission.
Out in the field or relaxing at base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one. Led by Colonel Edward De La Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed
Do you
for
have a
battle.
moment?
Should be one moment.
Bruises. These daredevils of the sky shared it all.
So that's what that one was. We'll be back. I'll do her
Observed
later.
JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
Okay.
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines.
Today is a day for pride.
Okay.
Victory buys a place in legend.
I think there's one more somewhere.
We held off Regala once.
I'd sooner gut one of those drunks than make a deal with them.
Join JTF-10 for a
May your
covert
blade be bright.
operation deep
There we
within
go.
the rainforest.
Oh, hey. That one, thank you.
Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness,
The ground will
they
soon be
laid their
covered
traps
with
for their
scrap.
enemies.
The sentries will need to be vigilant today.
Ah,
Any news on
I
your
wish they
father?
would just calm down for a moment. Anyway, I think there's a few side missions, so... No, wait, I'll accept them later. So really, right now... Didn't know there was a hunting goods there. So anyway, where to next? Looks like we're gonna have to head back to base for a little recap, really. So I'll meet you all over there.
We held off Regala once.
Well, here we are. Let's give this to Gaia and give her our recap. Let's see if our new guest.
This? Oh.
Oh, Aaron.
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back.
We can tell that.
Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha.
Huh?
They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy! Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Yep.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom.
Surely
You should know
don't.
your Tanakh friend arrived.
Oh yeah.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
Hey, go
I
easy
think
on him.
he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I see.
I'm sure you
glyphs
get
in
used
my
to it.
dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods.
Oh.
So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training.
Huh.
Come along.
Okay.
We'll keep you. We'll keep them busy. We should let them do their thing. I mean.
Oh, and I delivered your message to Talana.
Huh?
She headed for that Oseram camp you two were looking for, to the southwest.
Are you sure that's what the data says?
I'm telling you, it's a drink, but it's
Well.
soft.
How?
Huh, wait, where this came from?
It says here it had bubbles.
Ooh,
Well, we can't expect to make sense out of everything.
this is unexpected. Maybe I should talk to the others. Let's talk to Aaron and see how he's doing with his focus.
Hey.
Nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had your doubts about bringing us along. It is a lot to take in. But
Sure is.
don't worry. That's nothing I can't handle.
Right.
Technology for me was scary at first, but I got used to it. Anyway, your training?
I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me, but by the Forge, the things I've been able to see. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know, the old world ending and such. I'm still trying to wrap my head around most of it, but I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in the Sundom. And now I do, sort of. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
It takes some time, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be pretty useful. Anyway, the companions?
How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land, when he's not getting all tongue-tied.
Did I pronounce that word
I don't know
right?
who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new Utaru friend.
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help the savior of Meridian.
That's convincing. Oh.
So, you've met our new Tanakh friend.
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty maniacs.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Yeah. Well, I guess if you trust him, so do I.
Sometimes you shouldn't really believe in rumors.
So, Talana came by the base?
I'm more like rushed through. I was hoping she'd stay for a drink at least. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she had more pressing matters to attend to.
Really? Anyway, whatever that word is.
I guess you know what we're up against by now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those come from the stars, I thought he'd eaten too many of those medicinal berries. Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing impossible things, thanks to you. I just wish they weren't always trying to kill us.
Yeah, you and me both.
You and me both too. Anyway.
I gotta go.
I'm here if you need anything.
We will. Who else should we talk to? Lyle?
Wow, this place is starting to come alive.
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus into that archive room. With the focuses you gave us, we'll be able to access it at our own pace. You know, learn and train. And if you need us, we'll be there to fight at your side.
Got it. Thanks, Varl.
If Aloy will take it, though. Anyway, training?
How's, training with Zoe?
You know we really are training. Mostly.
Really?
Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course.
Oh, there's more? Okay.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. And All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Farrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. It must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying. They weren't much more than kids.
And they became an entire tribe.
Yeah. Who'd have thunk it? Anyway.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone thought.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship, too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia?
Yep.
Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope that's enough.
He's definitely on my hit list, that little... I forgot his name. Anyway, the companions?
I'm guessing you've spoken with Kotallo?
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready.
Yeah. And...
How's everyone handling their focus?
We all have our difficult moments. Aerith definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
Seriously?
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
Ouch. So anyway, that's all the questions what Aloy asked.
Think you can hold the fort while I'm gone?
If Aaron stops listening to the same music over and over again, maybe. We'll be fine.
More hyper music. Anyway, another companion to talk to.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Understandable. Anyway, your training?
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear.
Good to hear indeed. Oh, more training.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Well, the future is now the past, really. Anyway, the companions.
Sounds like you met my friend Talana.
Yes, the Karja Huntress. I haven't seen armor like hers since the Red Raids, but Varl tells me that she too suffered at the hands of the Mad Sun King.
Oh yeah.
She's one of the good ones. Trust me.
So, more companions?
You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tenakth don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
Sure have.
So you've been talking to Gaia?
Yes. She was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones, including their demise and the heroic actions of her creator, Elizabeth Sobek. I was surprised to see she was you. Past, but reborn? Not that I claim to understand how.
And a clone entirely.
You've been getting to know Erend, I assume?
Of course. Any friend of Varl's is a friend of mine. In this case, a very loud friend.
You're telling us. Anyway, the Ultra? Oh, seriously? We'll be back for that later.
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did. Though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here. It is humbling, to say the least. And heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
Seem like they want to forget about Earth, really. Anyway, your neighbors?
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off.
What?
When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay.
Right.
In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I believe I've met them already.
Yeah, I think we have. Anyway, you and the Crow?
I've been meaning to ask,
Choir?
what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
Yep.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
Oh, there's more.
It couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer.
Dishes.
When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. Day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left.
Taken to the sun,
The
no
smell
doubt.
of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
That's good for you. So, fighting the Karja?
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
Barren Light?
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night. then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh.
Ooh.
Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
That's good to know. Anyway,
Right, I should
that will
probably
do.
go.
I shall return to our training then.
Sorry if this one's going to be more of a chat episode, but hey.
Looks like
Hey, it's a
someone's
little
made this
something.
space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
Oh.
I see.
Oh, this is the wrong room.
Let us focus.
Train the body.
Looks like this room's
Train the
changed.
mind.
Is that your doing, Gaia?
Always says.
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Well, let's see how he's doing with his focus.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
It will, in time, rookie. In time. So, oh. Why did I talk to him? I'll talk to about the Tanakas later. But right now.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
Don't get any ideas, though. Anyway, the companions?
You've had some time with the team now. Any thoughts?
I admit, I was surprised to see an Utaru here. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against the Karja.
Yep.
And fought all the way to Barren Light.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm mistaken.
We all have those. Oh, that's all the companions? Okay, now, what about the enemy, what we're dealing with?
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
Oh, trust me. If we found a way, we'll tell you. I'll let you do these.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Khade took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero. And I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you become a marshal?
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Khade. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. It never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
So the Tanakh scheme?
Why did Khade think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Khade knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tanakh as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Khade spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
I hope you'll be something else without that other arm, though. Anyway, the Wings of 10?
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said something about the Wings of the 10. Hikaru also mentioned it at the Kulrut. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings. And leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess. And it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the Kulrut. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom. And the awe it must have inspired.
I feel for you. So, the chief?
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilled rebel blood at the Grove and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best marshal. At least for a little while.
Yep.
Indeed.
Well, that was generous of him. Anyway,
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. May the 10 walk with you.
And may the sky... And may you keep washing the skies with your wings. I know that was terrible. Anyway, I think we'll stop right there. So that's the end of this part, but join me back later for more Horizon Forbidden West here at Live and Let Gaming. See ya, gaming loungers!